What's up, YouTube? RebelChild here, and I want to be the first one to get this out. The official TCG ban list for September 1st is out and released on Konami's website. And let me just say, this is crazy. There are some of the stuff that we predicted off of this fake OCG ban list, or a real OCG ban list, whatever the hell it was. There's some stuff from that list that's on this ban list, but at the same time, Konami slapped the hell out of us in the face because there's some shit on this list that nobody would have predicted, nobody even thought. So let me get into this without wasting any time right now. The first aspect that I want to point out is the list here says it's effective from September 1st to December 31st of 2013. So the last day of the year, this ban list is no longer effective, and I guess things will change. What else? So let's get into the ban list. Cards that are newly banned. First off, Burner, Dragon Ruler of Sparks, Stream, Dragon Ruler of Droplets. Let me see, hold on guys. Stream, Dragon Ruler of Droplets, Reactant, Dragon Ruler of Pebbles, Lightning, Dragon Ruler of Drafts, and Elemental Hill. Elemental Hill Stratos. Those are all the monsters that they banned. Now, as we all saw the baby dragons getting banned. But now we also have Elemental Hill Stratos. So all this new hero coming back thing we all thought was going on, it's not happening. Konami killed any shot of that happening with that. However, there's something they did. Now, it kind of makes sense when you see the rest of the ban list, which we'll get into it later. But to continue on, let's keep going. Trishula. This is an important thing. Trishula, how we all got excited, how you guys all went out there buying a $50 Trishula and saying Trishula's back, yay. Trishula is not back. Trishula is still banned in the TCG, at least until December 31st. Now, that whole December 31st thing, I don't know what's going on with that. Nobody does. But we know for certain Trishula is not back. So all that Trishula back stuff, don't even go out and buy it. If you have it on your Amazon cart, take it out. If you got it on Joe and Lotto or whatever, take it out of your carts online. Do not go out and buy it. I don't care. Don't buy it. It's still banned. Next, here's the one that slapped me in the face, guys, because I didn't see this coming out at all. They have number 16, Shockmaster, the first number monster ever banned. Not the first number monster released, but the first number monster to ever be banned. Is banned. Shockmaster, no more. Now, here's where it gets nuts. The spell cards that they banned are out of this world nuts, guys. I mean, because nobody saw this coming. I mean, I had one of them predicted. You'll see. Now, was limited. Banned. Card destruction. Patrick Hobain actually predicted it, and he was right. Card destruction is gone because for decks like Dark Worlds, it was Auto Win, Dragon Rules, splashing them in. Card destruction. If you have it in your deck, you have to take it out because it's banned. Now, along with that, Gateway of the Six. This was crazy because it was limited. I didn't even see this coming. Nobody saw this coming. But I guess they were trying to make the format next format more balanced, more even. So they just decided to take it out altogether. But that, to me, it's just mind-blowing that they would go there. Because although we all knew Gateway of the Six was pretty much auto-win for them, at 1, they would have to draw into it for 6, like, at 6 times, they would have to draw into it. At 1, like early in the duel for it to really do anything. And now that it's completely banned, it's something you don't have to worry about anymore. So it really slows down that deck like hell, if you ask me. Now, what else is here? We also got, here's the one I predicted, that's crazy. Heavy Storm. 1/3 of the Holy Trinity gone. No more of our staple Heavy Storm. For whatever reason, they decided it was just something they couldn't deal with anymore. It's gone. Another card that they have been, the next spell they have been here on Monster Reborn, our precious Monster Reborn. Loss of words, because Monster Reborn is a card that's in like every deck, and at 1 it was like, you know, you have to draw into it. But Monster Reborn could really win games for some people, guys. And the fact that it's gone, at least until the 31st, is wow. It's like, this is like history here, history card. But, you know, this is crazy. Like, it's just weird, guys. Let's put it like that. What else? Next spell card we have here. Now, this is another card that everybody really wanted to get hit. We have Pot of Avarice. I heard a lot of speculation about this card being hit because it lets you go, like, you get 5 of your monsters back and then +2 off in draws. When apparently they have some new pot coming out where you have to, like, randomly discard 3 cards and then draw 2 or something like that. And they couldn't sell it or whatever. Something. I don't know. But Pot of Avarice is gone. Put like that. And that's another staple card in a lot of decks. I know I won in a few of my decks. But, yeah, it's completely gone, surprisingly. But next card, we have Spellbook of Judgment. Now these next two, actually Spellbook of Judgment and the next card actually deal with our whole Spellbook Dragon Warrior things. Spellbook of Judgment. I'm gonna say this as a spoiler now. This is the only thing I've seen so far on the list that from Spellbooks. I haven't seen anything else. I'm gonna look back on it still. We're going over it now. I have my little brother's phone using as I take the video or whatever. Spellbook of Judgment is the only thing Spellbook that got hit from Spellbooks. Now everybody says this card should exist. This card is stupid broken. It lets him go plus this, plus that. But yeah, it's officially gone. Next we have Super Rejuvenation. Don't mind her, she's present. But next, Super Rejuvenation is banned. Now this is a card I'm also surprised kind of got hit because now if they were killing Dragon Rollers, I didn't see why they would even have the need to hit Super Rejuvenation because at this point, Dragon decks are done unless you're going to do like Chaos deck, Chaos Dragons or something. But no, Super Rejuvenation banned. You know, it lets the Dragon Rollers go like +5 sometimes, plus whatever, like how many they want to tribute or discard. But I guess it needed to happen. So Super Rejuvenation gone. Next card. Now that's it for the spell cards that's banned. These are the trap cards. Here's one I'm surprised to see. Solemn Judgment. This is shocking to me because I saw Solemn Judgment going the other way. Instead of being banned, I thought it was going to be semi-limited. But I guess the negating effect was just too much. I only saw it becoming semi-limited because if you activate it too early, you go from having 8,000 life points to 4,000. It actually can cause you to lose duels in the future. I've seen people activate this card too early and lose the duel because they activated this card. But I guess it was just too much of an effect, too much of a problem for some decks, and they just got rid of it. Another deck they destroyed. Another card they destroyed. Ultimate Offering is gone. So gadgets, not making a comeback, at least not for now. But Ultimate Offering is officially banned, which is another one of those from left field. Like, where the fuck is this shit coming from? Like, nobody saw this coming. Now that's it for the ban cards. Now we're into the limited. The first limited, like out of the monsters, the first limited monster is Atlantean Dragoons. Now, I see why they did this. This one and the next one, I can see why they did, simply because they needed to hurt Mermos, because before Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy, Mermos were just top tier, it was being everything. It was pretty much like Dragon Rollers. Everybody was running it and everybody was winning. So they needed to make the format more balanced by destroying a card. I guess they decided to limit Dragoons just to, I guess, make Mermos more balanced. But a lot of people saw this coming anyway, so I guess this shouldn't be a shock to so many people. Next card that I want to talk about, it's not the next on the list, but the next card that I want to talk about because it links to Dragoons, Deep Sea Diva is also limited. So I guess they're taking out the whole search aspect of Mermos, at least for the most part. And I think this is going to make Mermos a lot more slower, so I'm cool with that because I have to deal with them. We all have to deal with the next format. But let's not making this next format really balanced. Now here's a card that's from left field again. Another one of those left field cards. Brotherhood of the Fire Fist. Wait, not Rooster. Spirit. Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Rooster, which was originally limited in the OCG ban list, is no longer limited. Its Booster is at 3 and Spirit is at 1. For whatever reason, they decided to do this. I think this completely hurts 3-axis Fire Fist. The problem, like, if anything, Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Spirit doesn't do much to anybody, simply because if you run 3-axis Fire Fist, you're somewhere upset, you're somewhere mad right now, maybe. If you're on 4-axis Fire Fist, you're probably just sitting there like, okay. As a matter of fact, if you'd be better off running 4-axis Fire Fist right now, because now that Spirit's gone, 3-axis are hurt, plus there's a card in the future I'm going to mention that's on this list that's going to help 4-axis. Next, we have, hold on. Next on the list, we have Gen X Alley Birdman. I guess this is to stop that whole heartbeat OTK thing, FTK, whatever. Because I guess Konami, we all know Konami does not like one-turn kills at all. So they had to get rid of this. This is another one of those cards that was on that OCG ban list that was going around that we all saw, that we all knew was going to happen. So we're glad, we at least expected this card to happen. So, that's, I'm sorry, hold on. A few more monsters that were semi-limited. Rescue Rabbit was semi-limited. This is crazy because another one, Patrick Cobain, again, hat off to you, sir, because you also predicted this one. Rescue Rabbit is officially limited. I don't know why. I kind of do, but I kind of don't. I do in the aspect that it was used in Firaxis Fire Fist. You know, you drop your rabbit, and now you can go double. What is it? Double werewolf or whatever. I know in Evil Swarms they drop it and go heliotrope. So I guess it slows decks down a little bit. But you know, this wasn't something like that sort of revolved around ever since Macro Rabbit and like Dino Rabbit. But now since Rabbit is gone, I guess it hurts those two decks. But those decks really weren't. I mean, I guess it's not going to hurt them as much as it would, as it should if it was like banned. But yeah, again, out of left field, another crazy one here, Thunder King Ryo, and it just honestly, I'm reading this, and I'm liking it because it's actually looking like Konami wants spellbooks to be a top deck again. Because now you have Ryo that was splashing a lot of decks simply to stop the search and special summoning. Now it's at 1, and not only that, card destruction is gone. You got all these other things that are gone. Shockmaster is gone, which means you can't stop me from playing my spells. So it looks like they're really trying to help spellbooks in this aspect, which is kind of weird when you think, you know, spellbooks is the deck they wanted to get rid of. Now, this is weird. They have Avagishki Mine Aegis on here at limited, which is weird. I guess this is just another one of those left field cards that just felt needed to be put on there in case Gishi's ever came back. So yeah, they have Dulorin Tiger King of the Ice Bearer at 1. I guess they just trying to kill Ice Bearers altogether. I feel like they was like, yeah, let's make this Ice Bearer deck, and years later they're like, no, fuck that shit. That shit's gotta go. Like all their Ice Bearer cards are slowly but surely leaving. Tiger King is going. We got freaking, what is it? Trishula still banned. Brainonax still banned. But yeah, it's all crazy. Like, I'm sorry, I'm still dumbfounded when I saw this list. And I've been refreshing my phone all day trying to figure out what this list is going to be. Now here's another one of those out of the left field cards. I'm surprised I thought this deck was going to go untouched. They have Kinsella, Polynemy, M7. Yeah, limited. Left field, because it's gone from 3 to 1. And it's strange because it's like, why are you limiting this card? Like, nobody even thought you were going to do this. This is no way Konami is trolling the world because or at least TCG, because nobody's seen this coming. Like, where is this coming from? But M7 is now limited. Now that's it for the monsters that are limited. Now as for the spells that are limited, Dimensional Fissure is officially limited. You can only run 1. It's another one of those left field cards. Like, why is Fissure being limited? Nobody really expected this. Especially with dragons being gone anyway. But I guess it's the whole banishing thing they don't like, because in a minute you'll see there's some other stuff on this list that are like Fissure that got hit. What else do we have here? The next spell card that got limited, Goat Sarcophagus. So I guess they really just wanted to kill off dragons completely, destroy the card, like the little baby dragons, get rid of Super Rejuvenation, and get rid of Goat Sarcophagus. Which, really, this card only hurts dragons. I mean, I know some other decks like Lavo splash it in to get their rekindling, but yeah, you can only run 1 Goat Sarcophagus now. But I don't really see. I mean, I see why, because it was the, you know, one of the vertebrae and the whole dragon cooler spine, but I don't see what's the point at this point now that the baby dragons are killed. But I guess they're just doing it to make sure dragons cannot come back, or if they do, they come back as like a tier 4 deck. But anyway, for the last card, spell card that's officially limited, Royal Tribute, which is weird because it was semi-limited. Now they felt the need to knock it down. Now that's it for the spells, for the traps that are limited. We have Bottomless Trap Hole is limited. So like I said, all this banishing your monster thing, I guess they do not like the idea of it, because now they've got that gone. Compulsory Evacuation Device. That was probably one of the best traps of last format. I was actually about to put more in my deck. Can't even do it because now it's at 1. Which is, again, a left field card because nobody saw this coming. Here's a card people saw coming, but here's also a card that I say added on to my speculation that they're really trying to help spellbooks. Eradicator, yes. Our Eradicator Epidemic Virus is officially at 1, which is just weird because we all, like, a lot of people saw this coming. A lot of people said, yeah, this card's probably going to get banned. This card hurts a lot of decks. But, spellbooks for the most part. But, it's just weird because you have all these other cards that really hurt spellbooks. You have banned and limited, and now you have this one. This is like the #1 card that really fucks spellbooks over. And now it's gone. And, I mean, I guess it's weird. But, I I'm really seeing, like, right now, and I know I keep mentioning it, but I really see Spellbooks doing something next format because of this. Now, next card, Macrocosmos. Like I said, that whole go from the field to the graveyard thing is no more. They really don't want that to happen, which is weird. So instead of going to the field to the graveyard, instead of going from the field to the Banish Stone, you're going from the field to the graveyard 9 times out of 10, because Macrocosmos is gone, and Fisher's gone, and Banlist is gone, and all these cards are gone, which is just weird, because, again, like I said, nobody saw this coming. Now, the weird thing about them banishing Macrocosmos is another deck that I see doing good next format because of this, Madolches, because Madolches, they don't hit the graveyard. I guess the only way you can do is banishing them, but now it's harder to manage them, so Madolches I see stepping up. Another card that's officially limited to 1, Soul Drain, which was a card I know Darkwood decks run. Another left field card. Like, this list is just chock full of left field cards, but I guess because that whole September 1st to December 31st, I guess they felt the need that it was okay to do all this stuff, because if they're making the ban list more times in the year like it's looking like, then I guess they can add stuff on and see how it tested out. Like, stuff like Monster, Reborn, and Heavy Storm that you're banning now that nobody sees coming, I guess they're just testing it out, and if they like it, they're going to keep it. But, a lot of people were saying, yeah, they can't change the ban list from the OCG, it's going to be exactly the same, because Worlds, well, I guess by doing it so that it's changing more often, they can change it so it's the same come Worlds. So the TCG Ban List is officially different than the OCG. If that OCG Ban List is official, like people are saying it is, then the TCG list and the OCG list are no longer in sync and parallel. They're split. Now, continuing this, we have Torrential Tribute. TT is officially limited. Which a lot of people, I mean, some people were saying it should be limited. Some people were saying it should be put up to 3 and unlimited, but I guess not. I guess they felt it was too powerful of a card to do anything. So, no. Bye. Limited. Which is strange, because you're thinking, you know, next format, especially with Heavy Storm being banned, I guess they decided these trap cards need to be brought down, because next format, Heavy Storm is going to be banned, at least until December 31st, at least until 2014. These trap cards are going to be banned and limited, so that, I guess, they won't run wild, because they would pretty much run wild with Heavy Storm being banned. Another card, now actually that's it for the banned and limited cards. For the semi-limited cards, there are 3 monsters they have here. The first monster, which these 2 next monsters don't surprise me with zombies coming out. Zombie vampires. Yes, you guys guessed it. Mizuki. A card people guessed. A card people wanted. Mizuki is coming, which means vampires are looking pretty dangerous next format. A lot of people saw this coming just simply because of the marketing in it. It was just so good and so smart for them to let it go so that they can market this whole vampire deck that's coming out. So I'm guessing that deck is going to be pretty good. Along with the fact that Plague Spreader Zombie is officially semi-limited. Which, like, why was it even limited in the first place, really? You know, I guess it just stops the synchro summoning of a bunch of monsters that nobody really runs. But, you know, Plague Spreader Zombie is in, so now I guess vampires can run Plague Spreader and use the effects or whatever to get it back, or synchro it up, or do whatever the hell they want. Next card. The last monster that we have here. Hold on, guys. My phone's acting weird. The next monster here that we have that is banned is, semi-limited. It's TG Striker. Another card people really wanted to hurry up and get off. Like, why was he even hit in the first place? It wasn't doing anything. Well, I guess the economy fails you, and a lot of people predicted this. It doesn't really do anything to the format, but TG Striker is officially semi-limited. So, you know, might as well just limited, unlimited, so it doesn't matter. Next card, Fire Formation Tanky. I saw this coming. A lot of you saw this coming. It was on that list. It's a searcher card that searches monsters, guys. It was gonna get hit. Point blank, period. Every time they have a card that searches monsters, they hit it until the deck is no longer relevant, and then they're gonna bring it back. Now I'm gonna show you that that's true in a second. Now, that's it for the spells and the monsters that are semi-limited. But traps are semi-limited now. Dimensional Prison is officially semi-limited. I'm surprised they didn't just limit it, because they, like I said, all the cards that banish monsters have been hit, except for like Spellbook of Fate, which, like I said, I run Spellbooks. But anyway, Torrential Prison is hit. I guess they just don't want anything being banished. So this is another reason I see Doge is just doing something reckless next format. Now I think that's it. As for the semi-limited, Mirror Force, like I just want to point out, it's still semi-limited because a lot of people were saying, "Yo, Mirror Force is coming back. Three of them." No, it's not. We're still gonna be stuck at 2. They weren't gonna pick it up simply because of the sole fact that, like I said, Heavy Storm is banned and they don't want traps going rampant. So now, as for the cards that are no longer limited, 3 monsters got unlimited. Destiny Hero Malicious, for whatever reason. The Agent of Mystery Earth, which I see why Agent of Mystery Earth, because nobody, like, agents were dead a while ago, nobody's been playing agents. But with this next format being the way it's looking, I wouldn't be surprised if agents actually picked up. I know a guy who runs an agent deck, that's pretty good. So stay tuned for that, you know. Tsukiyomi, another guy a lot of people saw because it wasn't doing anything anymore, nobody cared about it. Tsukiyomi's at 3 now. We all predicted it, we all saw it. I don't think it's going to have an impact next format anyway. There were no traps, surprisingly, that were boosted 3. But we have a bunch of spells here. To start, we have a Hero Lives. Now, I guess they are trying to help heroes, but like I said, they banned Shadows. But I can kind of see why, because the next card on the list, is, well, that I'm going to point out at least, E, Emergency Call. It does the same thing as Shadows, except I guess the reason they banned Shadows instead of E is simply because Shadows can destroy back row with their whatchamacallit. It can destroy multiple back row, and I guess that's another thing they didn't like. That's showing why they banned Heavy Storm. But Shadows is gone, and here on E, Emergency Call is at 3. So, maybe we'll see a rise in, a hero play. But, Hero Beat did top YCS Costa Rica a while back. Another card that we all saw coming back to 3. Actually, another card we saw coming to 2. This goes at 3. Black Whirlwind. So, the Black Wings are coming back. So, I'd watch out for those. I mean, the only thing that's not really back, I think, is Gale, and I don't know if Kalut's on here or whatever. I don't remember the old list altogether, but I don't even think it's on here. But Black Wings are looking like they would be another problem, so I'll look out for those too. Now, I heard some stuff about Herotics or whatever, that they're supposed to be good now, that some people are finding ways to splash Dragon Warriors and making them crazy. Well, I hope not, because Seal of Convocation is officially at 3. Like I said, this is that theory I had earlier where they ban semi-limited cards that search monsters until the deck is irrelevant. Herotics are officially, I wouldn't say they're irrelevant, but they weren't a deck that was doing anything. I didn't know anybody that was running them unless they were running them as a fun deck. The deck was out of our minds completely. So I guess they decided, Steel of Convocation, throw it back in there, see what happens. Maybe this Dragon deck will be better. And I guess they can do that now because they hit, they hit Rejuvenation. So now that Dragon deck can't plus off of Rejuvenation. Now, next card we also saw, this is going to help 4-Axis Fire Fist, Pop Dualities at 3. We also had coming now, I think it was on that list too. And lastly, another card that was on the list, and the last card that we talked about, Scapegoat, which reminds us of the GOAT format, doesn't it? Now, some other cards I want to just mention, throw out there that we all thought was going to be touched, that wasn't touched. Gores, we all saw the Big Daddy going to 2. No, he's got 1. So, sorry, no. We saw, like I said, Mirror Force. It's weird. Now, a couple of cards I want to point out that really just blow my mind away. This Shockmaster thing, and this Thunder King thing, and this whole, Thunder King and the other guy, it just excites me. Because, like I said, I'm a spellbook player, and I don't have to worry about my cards being no more, hit. But I guess they wanted to do that with Judgment. Like, if we're going to hit Judgment, we're going to hit these other cards. And spellbooks are still good. I don't know why they want to do that. But yeah, our boys right here. No. And for you spellbook players, I hope you sold this guy. I really hope you sold this guy. Because he's worth nothing now. Buy. You mean shit to me. I didn't even buy it. I got out a little tap in my box. So, But these guys, I grew up with these guys. Why you do this, Konami? Why you do this? It's crazy, guys, because we all were running around here a minute ago saying, yeah, this Banlist is real, Konami, we don't know what the fuck, we already know what you're doing. We're 2 steps ahead of you. Konami is Konami. They get the last laugh regardless. So while we were all here excited, they were in the back like this. Don't even give a fuck. They hit this one. They hit this one. They hit this one. Why? Because they don't give a fuck. They're Konami. They can do what the hell they want. Ever seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0? I'm Kaiba. Fuck the rules. I have green hair. Fuck the rules. We're Konami. And this is really weird because it's going to mess up a lot of things for the next format. Like, Boujins are probably going to be good, regardless because they didn't get hit. Kinsellers are going to be slowed down a little bit maybe because of M7. But then again, probably not. Fire Fist, 3 axes are pretty much probably going to be slowed down a tiny bit. 4 axes might be doing a little bit better. Even though Tanky's at 2, but you only really need 2 Tankies. The third Tanky just makes it so you don't have to think as much. 2 Tankies makes you have to think a little bit more. But yeah, Mermails are another deck that's really a topic of discussion because they're the best deck. They were the best deck at one point. They were winning YCS after YCS after YCS. But you know, I mean, now they have title. They still have title. I guess they decided since they have title now, we're not going to hit title. We need to take Stream away. No, sorry, we need to take Dragoons and Deep Sea Deep away from you. So it's really going to be interesting to see how the next format's going to play out. This shit is crazy. Like I'm looking at this over and over again. Like I said, I was refreshing it. I refreshed my phone and saw it, and I went nuts. And I had to make this video for you guys. But this is crazy. But yeah, I can't even believe it, dude. Like a lot of this stuff, especially with the Dragon versions coming out too. You know, especially because and another thing that's weird to me, this whole Shockmaster thing. I think it slows down 4-axis 5-face a little bit because now they gotta find something else to fund an extra deck. So I know a lot of 4-axis 5-face players that are running Shockmaster, and now it's banned. But yeah, Spellbooks I'm thinking will be the top deck in this format, at least for a little bit, because now they don't have stuff that's gonna hurt them at all. So yeah, it's been real. This has been the ban list. Stay tuned because it's about to get real, really crazy. See you next format. Later.